Guys, I did a swatch from Tuesday's video, and it's still there. And knowing me and how long swatches last on my arm, this will be here for the next week and a half. Hello everyone, I'm here today to share with you guys a new full face, and I'm testing out some products that I bought from Ulta, and all of these products are their top rated products under 20 bucks. I thought it'd be fun to do a wear test on them, see how they last throughout the day, and then do an update for you guys and see what I think is the best and what maybe didn't work so well for me. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And without further ado, let's get into this. Like for real, no more ado. I gotta zoom in though, hold on. So starting with the eyes, I'm gonna test out the matte eye primer. This is from Ulta. I've never tried any of the Ulta products before, so I'm pretty excited. This product has been reviewed over 800 times. It has 4.5 stars. So the texture of this one is kind of like putty. It's like very thick, and it has a very neutral beige sort of an undertone to it. It's nice and smooth, it's not sticky. So far, so good. The eyeshadow palettes that I want to try are from Flower Beauty. I haven't tried any of Flower Beauty stuff in a while now, because they kind of left Canada. But I bought their Shimmer and Shade palette, which has 4.5 stars again, 179 reviews. I bought Golden Natural as well as a Warm Natural. I think I want to use Warm Natural, but it looks like it broke in shipment. So let's see exactly how broken this is and if it's actually usable. It looks like it's this one right here that has caused all of the damage to the rest of my eyeshadows. So I'm gonna try and like dump out all this stuff and clean it up because I really want to make this usable. Okay, wish me luck. Hopefully this works. Aha, look at that. So much better. Although I gotta say, it really threw me that there was this light of a shade after it goes basically a gradient from light to dark. I honestly thought it was completely shattered and that was just pan. Ooh. They are creamy. I'm going to go pretty soft on the eyeshadows because, spoiler alert, I'm going to be testing out some eyelashes. Maybe. I make no promises. Every time I've tried to do a really dramatic eye look and then I try lashes, I look like a crazy person. So I'm gonna start with this matte shade right here, the third shade in, and I'm just going to blend this really, really softly into the crease. So I think now I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade right here, and I'm just going to smudge it along the lash line. Come on, Rachel, you can do it. Don't go crazy with the eyeshadow. So far, in the embarrassingly minimal amount that I am actually applying this product to my eyes, it's working really nicely. The colors are really pretty. They are blending out really nicely. I will obviously do more dramatic looks using this palette than I am currently, but you know, so far so good. For eyeliner, I'm going to be testing out how waterproof this product is. It has over 300 reviews, 4.5 stars again, and it is the Bare Minerals Round the Clock Intense Cream Glide Eyeliner. I got two different colors because I really wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. I think I'm going to go brown today because, again, bold lip and lashes. But I do like a really good blue pencil, so if this works out really well, you best believe this is showing up in another video. Apparently, this is supposed to be waterproof, great for tight line with the waterline, as well as it's supposed to be high intensity color and just smudge proof overall. And I think it actually has like a built-in sharpener or something. Okay, hold on. It's not built in, but they did include one. That's nice. Oh, that is creamy. I'm like barely touching along my lashes and it's really showing up super dark. Oh man, this is nice. I hope this is as waterproof as they say it is. And even though I am going to be testing out some lashes, I do want to test out a new mascara as well. So the mascara we're going to be testing out today is by L'Oreal. It's the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. This again, 4.5 stars, 700 reviews. Like, this stuff is supposed to be amazing. I don't know why I haven't tried this before. Apparently, it's going to visibly lengthen the lashes up to 60%. 60%. The wand itself is really long and like spiky and very, I don't want to touch it because I'm gonna get black all over my hands, but like it's very bendy. I don't personally have a lot of success with these types of wands, just from past experience, because I tend to get the product all over my lids. So far, it is a lot easier to use than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, I spoke too soon. Ah. No, let it dry, Rachel, let it dry. I'm kind of curious how well this layers as well. So that is 2 coats on my eyes, and they are not kidding about length. My lashes are almost reaching my eyebrows. You guys see that? They're touching my eyebrow. I mean, this is a very attractive face, but you know what I'm talking about. I think what I would do in the future is put on a layer of this and then a layer of a more voluminous mascara just to get the best of both worlds. But in terms of delivering on length, I think they did it. And before I put on the lashes, I'm going to finish up my brows just to kind of get that whole area complete. And I'm going to be testing out the Essence Brow Designer brow pencil. This has 400 plus reviews and 4.5 stars. Everything basically has 4.5 stars because there's always that one person that either didn't know how the star system worked and just gave it 1 star and was like, this is amazing, or they just had a really bad day and they want to mess up the system and put a 1 star for no reason. And I believe this is going to be just a very standard brow pencil, but what is great about it is that it's very, very cheap and it does a good job. So I think that's why people really like it. So now I'm just going to fill in my brows a little bit. It has a little brush for your brows on the cap, so I just put that on the end of the pencil. It's fine, like I'm not super wowed by it though. It's just kind of like grazing over my brows. It's definitely very pigmented, like you need a really light hand when you're using this, otherwise you're gonna go overboard when you're applying it. But in terms of a brow pencil, it's not too bad. Okay, now we finally have to put on the eyelashes because I can no longer postpone this. These are by Eyeliner. I've never tried out this brand before, but it has 5 stars and 184 reviews. This is a texture pack of number 117. They're wispies. So here are the lashes up close so you guys can actually see what they look like, nice and wispy and soft, and they have an elongated outside edge, which I prefer. I don't know if I could talk and do this at the same time. I feel like this is not gonna work for me. I haven't even cut them or put glue on them and I'm already struggling. So I'm gonna turn off the camera and attempt to do this because I feel like this is gonna take me 45 minutes. I'm back. Not quite 45 minutes, but it has not been easy. The lashes themselves are really pretty and fluffy. Like I like the way that they look, but they're not the easiest to apply. The way that the band curves is almost like back. So when I try and sit up right, it doesn't sit right. It doesn't sit very well. I don't know. It's not my favorite in terms of lashes, but it's not terrible either. And because I couldn't get it like wedged like right against the lash line, I had to fill in little spots. Oh, that's the wrong side. This is from my Amazon video. I still use it. I like it. But I just kind of filled in little spots where I had kind of, you know, missed the mark and there's like a little bit of skin there. If you're used to using lashes, you might really like these, but they're not for beginners. So now moving on to the face, I'm going to be using the Milani Make It Last setting spray, which is also a primer. It is the highest rated primer that's under 25 bucks. I have used it before, but I've only used it as a setting spray. So I thought I'd test it out today as a primer instead. And this again, 4.5 stars. This is 85 reviews, so almost 100. This is supposed to prime, correct, and correct. Hold on. How is this correcting anything? Correcting what? And it does not specify what it corrects. So I guess you can write anything on anything. And it's just going to lock makeup on your skin for 16 plus hours and then vent it in place. So far so good. It doesn't feel overly sticky or tacky on the skin. It just sort of sank into my skin pretty smoothly and now it feels like I have nothing on it. Actually kind of feels sticky, but not to the touch, but only I like move my face around. That's attractive. So for foundation today, I'm gonna be testing out the Covergirl Simply Ageless 3-in-1 Liquid Foundation. I have tried out their primer and I love it. It is so good. So I'm actually kind of surprised that I haven't tried this out before. But this has almost 300 reviews, 4.5 stars. And essentially what this is a combination of Olay skincare plus Covergirl product. Combine it together and it's just going to firm up the skin, reduce the look of discolorations, fine lines and wrinkles. The texture is really interesting. It's almost like moussey. It's not really thick, but it's not putty-like either. So far, I like how it feels on the face. I like how it is smoothing into my skin. It feels like it's giving me good like medium coverage and it's making my skin look very airbrushed. Oh, I like this so far. And I'm gonna be testing, ow, just poked myself with my scissors. Another Ulta product. This is their full coverage liquid concealer. I'm only going to assume this is supposed to be like their dupe for Tarte, I think. This has 1,400 reviews, 4.5 stars. I got 2 different shades just because I wasn't really sure which shade I was gonna fall into because everything is either pink undertone or yellow undertone. So I was hoping at least if I got 2, then I could combine them, you know? This is supposed to be a light, creamy, full coverage concealer that has ingredients that are supposed to promote healing, conceal imperfections, and even the skin tone. Promote healing. There's just like a bunch of ingredients in here being like, eat more carrots! And I think that the light cool is gonna be a better fit for my skin tone right now. I'm gonna go in light because I don't wanna go in too crazy if this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer. I'm gonna try with a blending sponge first and just see if that helps to smooth out the product. Okay, I can't get into the inner corner very well. I use a brush now. It's not too heavy. The color's not a bad match either. It doesn't seem to be oxidizing at all on my skin, but it's still not covering up my circles the way I want it to. So I'm trying to build up a little bit more and use my finger to press the product in. And that seems to be working much better. All right, okay, I'm on board. I'm on board again. And before I set everything, I'm gonna test out the NYX Bright Idea. This is technically an illuminating stick, but it has Almost 400 reviews, 4.5 stars. I got here the shade Rose Petal Pop. So let's put this on the face. I was gonna say on the eyes. Not on the eyes. I think I put a little too much on. It's okay, it's okay. Like, it looks a little aggressive when you first put it on. You're like, oh no. But then once you blend it out, it is very smooth. To set everything, I'm gonna try the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder with 184 reviews, 4.5 stars. I feel like I keep saying 4.5 stars. But you all know it's already 4.5 stars. I have tried this before, but the shade didn't match and I hadn't gone back out to get one that was my shade. So I'm sort of retesting this with the proper shade. So right now I am trying out the Fair Light, and I had light last time and it was way too dark. So far I really like the color. It's a good shade match for me. Now I'm just going to dab off the excess and just smooth out and set the rest of my face here. Now let's just dust away all this excess powder here. Okay, so far it's not bad. It's a little bit dark for my under eyes because this is obviously a colored loose powder. It's not translucent. So I don't know if I would use this again for baking, but for a light loose dusting of powder, I think I'd probably use it. For bronzer today, I have one that I'm gonna test that is the size of my face. Oh, and it smells like, is that like coconutty sunscreen? This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. Again, 4.5 stars, 230 reviews, but it looks like it's gonna be a really good color for me. So I have high hopes. No, this is too big. Too big of a brush. I like it so far. I don't have any complaints. It's not making my skin look really streaky or muddy. So far, so good. And then to highlight my face, again, size of my face. This is by Makeup Revolution. This is their Skin Kiss highlighter. They have 3 different shades. I got the shade Ice Kiss. And these products, they're enormous, but definitely on the cheaper side, so that's good. Please don't be glittery. Please don't be glittery. Oh, that's aggressive. Let's dial that back a little bit. Like, look at that glow. Oh, okay. And then for lips, I'm super excited because the color I chose is so pretty, but it's by Flower Beauty. It's the Miracle Matte Liquid Lip Color, 400 reviews, 4.5 stars again. And this is the softest, most comfortable matte lip that wears all day. Very like non-drying, very comfortable matte. And as soon as I pulled out the shade Melon Pop, I'm like, done putting that one on. This shade is just, it's calling to me. The formula is more creamy despite saying it is a water-based formula, so it's a lot more of a thicker consistency. And it's got an elongated tip that's more rounded and flat. I personally like something that's a little bit more pointed just to give a little bit more precision. Oh, it feels like cold on the lips. Oh, that is a nice color. This is so summery and like bright and happy. Oh, I like this. It is getting all over my teeth though. In terms of application, it was very cooling on contact, which felt really nice actually. And it was a lot easier to apply than I expected. I think because it was creamy, but also the applicator was thinner, it just made it easier to get into those little like areas, like the corners. However, the one thing I will say is that you need to make sure your lips are fully exfoliated. Any sort of chapped or cracked areas in your lips, this is not going to be a very forgiving product for. We'll see how everything is wearing. I will check in with you guys. We'll zoom in close, see what everything is looking like, and I'll talk about my favorites and my least favorites of everything that I have tried. But so far, I really like the look. I like how bright, very springy it is. So I will check in with you guys tonight. Okay, we're back. It is the end of the day. This is what my makeup is looking like. First of all, the lip product, because clearly that is the most obvious thing that has run off my face. It was showing up in all of my food, so I eventually had to just blot because I felt like all I was eating was lip product. And now obviously it's just come off on like the inner part of my lip, and now it's just stained the rest of my lip, which is fine. It's kind of lasted like this for the rest of the day. I don't know, the color is really beautiful, just don't expect it to be super long wearing. My foundation is held up really well. It's not settling into my pores, which is really nice. The under eye area is pretty good, I want to say. Like, I've noticed a little bit of smudging of the mascara underneath my eyes. Really, the only thing is that it's a little dark under the eyes for me, so I think I might do a different setting powder next time. But everything else is looking good. I really like how my lashes look, and my daughter even complimented me on my face makeup today. And she sees me wear a lot of makeup. So that's kind of a big deal. I think my favorite products out of everything that I tried today, one is the foundation. I think my skin is just looking really flawless today, so I'm pretty excited about that. I also really liked the Round the Clock Bare Minerals liner. Like, I'm not noticing it having transferred to my lower waterline at all. So that's awesome. I'm excited to play around. Whatever. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I don't care. And really the only thing that is not my like absolute favorite are the eyelashes, and that's only because I had trouble putting them on. which would be most false lashes, because they look really pretty on the eyes. They just take a little bit of work because of the way that they're formed, and I had to kind of like fill them in a little bit, but if you're willing to put in the work, they're really pretty. By the way, since you're here and we're already talking about really good products, you should go and check out the video that I did on Tuesday, which is talking about all my underrated favorite products, the products I feel like no one ever talks about and they are just amazing. And also go and check out the video that I did on RachhLoves Life. I feel like I don't always talk about RachhLoves Life, but I did a video that was really fun and I tested out some tasty recipes. Actually just the one, but I'm testing out more. And Chris, my sister-in-law Lauren, were helping me film it and kind of chirping me in the background while I attempted to fry things without burning myself. If you do check out those videos, leave me a comment there and let me know that you came from this video so I know. And that is everything. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you guys all in my next video on Sunday. Love you girls. Mwah.